What if I told you there's a hidden language of manipulation used in everyday conversations, news reports, and even advertisements? This language is made up of logical fallacies, and once you learn how to decipher them, you'll gain an incredible advantage. So get ready to sharpen your critical thinking skills, become resistant to bad arguments, and start spotting tricks others don't even see. What are logical fallacies? Logical fallacies are errors in reasoning that make an argument invalid or misleading. They're like optical illusions for your brain, convincing at the first glance but deeply flawed. People use them accidentally when they're thinking fast or deliberately to manipulate. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman explains that our brain uses two systems for thinking. Here's a driving analogy to help you understand the difference. System 1 is autopilot. It's fast, effortless, and instinctive. It's like cruising down the highway with the music on, barely thinking about driving. System 2 is manual, slow, focused, and deliberate. Like when it starts to rain heavy and you turn off the music, grip your wheel, and focus hard. Most logical fallacies slip past us when we're in autopilot mode. So, what's the key to avoid these? Hit those mental brakes. Pause and ask, wait, does that actually make sense? If this topic fascinates you, check out the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Alright, let's dig deep into 5 common logical fallacies that we fall into. Number 1, ad hominem. It's when rather than debating the idea, someone goes after the speaker's character, background, or personal life to discredit them. It's a distraction tactic that shifts the attention away from the logic and argument and onto the individual. Example: don't trust Dr. Smith's research on climate change. He's divorced. Why is it wrong? Whether Dr. Smith is divorced or not, it has nothing to do with the quality of his research. His personal life doesn't affect the evidence or reasoning behind his argument. How to spot it? Ask yourself, are they refuting the claim with logic or evidence, or are they simply attacking the person who made it? Number 2, false dilemma. A false dilemma is when someone presents only 2 options in a situation that actually has many. It oversimplifies complex problems into extremes, like saying something is either completely good or completely bad. Example: we either ban all video games or kids will never focus in school ever again. Why is it wrong? This ignores more balanced options like moderation, parental guidance, or time limits. It pushes people into picking sides rather than thinking critically. How to spot it? Look out for either or language. Ask yourself, what's being left out here? Are there more than 2 options? Number 3, appeal to authority. Appeal to authority is when someone argues that a claim must be true simply because an authority figure or a celebrity says so, without examining the evidence. It assumes that because someone is famous or respected in one area, their opinion in a totally different topic is automatically correct. Example: this investment is safe because this famous actor endorses it. Why is it wrong? Just because someone is an expert or famous in one field doesn't mean that they have real knowledge about finance or investments. How to spot it? Ask yourself, is this person really an expert in this topic, or are they just popular? Look for real evidence, not just endorsements. Number 4, Strawman. A strawman fallacy happens when someone twists or exaggerates another person's argument to make it easier to attack. Instead of responding to the real point, they create a weaker, distorted version that's easier to knock down. For example, Sam says, we should have some reasonable gun regulations, to which Tim responds, so you want to ban all guns and leave everyone defenseless? Why is it wrong? Tim didn't address Sam's actual position. Instead, he attacked an exaggerated version that was easier to argue against. How to spot it? Ask yourself, is this really what they said? Or are they just twisting their words into something more extreme? Number 5, slippery slope. A slippery slope fallacy happens when someone argues that a small action will inevitably trigger a chain of extreme and negative events without showing any real proof. For example, if we let students retake one test, soon they'll want to retake every test, and eventually the academic standards will completely collapse. Why it's wrong? It assumes there are no limits or controls in place to stop the slippery slide. Most situations have checks and balances that prevent extreme outcomes. How to spot it? Watch for phrases like inevitably leads to, will result in, soon you'll see, especially when there is no evidence connecting the dots. Alright, let's test what you've learned. Pause and identify which of the fallacy that we've discussed is being used in each of the following statements. You can't trust the Treasurer's economic forecast. He's clearly out of touch with everyday Australians, always flying first class, attending fancy dinners. My favorite wellness influencer who has millions of followers says that detox teas are essential for my gut health. So I've started drinking them every day. Either we completely stop all new fossil fuel projects or we resign ourselves to irreversible climate catastrophe. There's no middle ground. So how did you do? Let me know in the comments, especially which fallacy surprised you the most. Learning to spot logical fallacies doesn't make you cynical. It simply makes you a sharper thinker in this noisy world. For next 24 hours, find one fallacy in your social media feed, screenshot it, name the fallacy, and reflect on why it's misleading. In the next video, we'll explore how to evaluate sources and evidence like a pro fact checker. See you in the next video.